2.
We are back. They said we would never show our faces again because of the disgrace we face every time we make an episode, but we come back and defy the odds every time. Today,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Nah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't even pretend. Today we are joined by activists, spiritual gurus, leaders in their community, and party activists. Of course, I'm talking about Chad and J.T, the Party Brothers, also known as Chad Goes Deep. Oh, that one like through my nose all the way.
Was that a sneeze or a cough? It was kind of
sneeze.
bold.
It was a sneeze, but like it was all through my nose. Ugh.
Bro, I felt that one.
Good thing my nose isn't really stuffy because I felt like 2 hot jets of air through my nostrils. That could have been a mess. Anyway, Party Bros. Awesome, excellent dudes. I'm actually really excited to have these two guys on. You guys may remember them from, they go to city councils and lobby for the rights of bros. For example, they wanted to bring unity to Huntington Beach by erecting a Paul Walker statue. They pitched that to the city council. They also pitched, they went to the LA City Council to lobby against, clamping down on parties in the Hollywood Hills because they say that parties change their life. They're great. I don't know how deep I need to go in their discography, but recently they were in, actually, super viral moment they had in Huntington Beach, which they were on like Ellen and Howard Stern. They were just handing out free masks and people were like coughing in their face and telling them to kill themselves and all this horrible shit. So really interesting. Today's episode is sponsored by Honey as well. And please remember that if you click that join button on YouTube, you get this episode a day early and not $1 short. Or day late. It's a day late and $1 short. It's a day early and $1 in your pocket. You pay us, though. We don't pay you. So the saying isn't really applicable to the situation at all. So today's episode is brought to you by Honey. And with that being said, please enjoy our really fruitful and productive conversation with the Party Bros. With us today is, the channel is called Chad Goes Deep, but we have two protagonists with us, JT and Chad, also dubbed the Party Bros, social activists, and party enthusiasts. Do you believe I've described you guys correctly?
Yeah, I think that's perfect. Yeah,
I like
party enthusiasts. Yeah, we started as party enthusiasts. Now we're activists, but we're both at the same time for sure.
Yeah, I think both those things can certainly live together. I don't see why not. Well, why does Chad get all the credit in the channel name? Where's the love for JT?
Well, Chad started it without me, and actually, I was like a little bit reluctant to jump in because I'm a little bit lazy. And then after I helped him write this speech for getting a statue for Paul Walker, which was our first cause and probably the one dearest to our hearts. And then after that kind of got a lot of attention, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm all the way in now. But the wheels were already kind of in motion. So as I think Chad is the straw that stirs the drink. So, and he works way harder than me. So I'm just grateful to be on the ride with him. But sometimes I do get a little bit jealous. But I'm just super grateful to my dog.
Yeah, well, you're too kind. Yeah, it was kind of. I mean, JT's got a genius noggin, so he's really the brains behind those a lot of those speeches, and so yeah, it was kind of like once we kind of hit big, it was the two of us, but like the original channel was Chad Goes Deep, but I think we've sort of been able to solidify the Chad and JT name as a pair.
And sometimes we try, like Chad has tried really hard. Like when the Hulu, we got it sounds like I'm bragging now, but we have a development deal at Hulu. And like I was on the text chain and Chad was like, yeah, say Chad and JT in the headline. And I was like, oh, my dog's got my back. And then they put Chad Goes Deep. And I was like, well, Chad tried his best. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, you guys seem like total bros. And I have to say, I find it quite charming how sweet and caring you guys seem to be, not just about each other, but just kind of about the world in general. when you think about bros, you don't necessarily always, that's not always synonymous with sweet and caring. How do you find a couple bros that are just so sweet and charming and nice?
Well, yeah, I think that's what how we've always been, and with our activism, we've tried to sort of present this new kind of bro, because bros have gotten a bad name in the past 20 years, and rightfully so. I mean, there's a lot of bros out there who have ventured into the realm of being unchill. But our squad, we've always been very sweet and just happy and fun, and we love good times and being inclusive. So I think with our activism, we really wanted to portray that to the world. Like, there can be nice bros out there who love everyone, and they don't have fun at other people's expense and stuff like that.
You might be called a new breed of bros. One might be able to say about you guys.
A new breed of bro. That sounds chill. I'm into that.
Yeah.
I think
progressive.
I got lucky too. I grew up with a lot of really nice, hot dudes who were like, could have been douches, but they were actually pretty chill and even beyond that, they were like virtuous guys. I was probably the biggest douche out of the crew because I was upset that I wasn't hot. And then I just kind of learned that I was attracted to being around nice people because they made me feel better. So then I was like, all right, well, I'll try and do that in the stuff I put out there.
Oh, that's fair. That's a really wholesome insight.
Yeah.
Are you guys' parents chill?
That's an interesting too.
I mean, our dads are for sure alphas. My mom's super chill though.
What do you mean by alpha?
My mom and I are pretty much one in the same. She's like, I love my mom so much, and I love my parents so much. But yeah, our dads definitely come from my dad, comes from like the very stoic, get shit done.
Is he an unchill bro? Is that what you mean by alpha?
No, my dad, no. He's very sweet actually, but he's very sort of like, I do pull-ups, I go to work, I eat steak, and I'm kind of that way too, but with a little more stoke, I guess.
I know exactly what you mean.
Add to the mix, yeah. But he's the sweetest too, so he's definitely I'd consider him a chill bro for sure.
Oh, that's JT. What about your dad? The reason I asked that, of course, is because I just wonder where you get this really nice world outlook. I wonder if your parents are chill bros.
My parents are super loving, very charismatic. My dad was a really hard driving business guy, very kind of entrepreneurial. And then my mom is like the life of the party. I would say both of them are pretty intense and pretty alpha, but that they both are really caring people too. So I think I could see my dad sometimes like aching to be a chill bro, but he just had to work so hard to get to where he was that chillness got lost along the way. Like he couldn't afford to be chill.
That's interesting.
And then I was in a luckier position where I was like, but life's a little bit easier for me, so I can probably be chill. And then I don't know if that's necessarily correlates. Like you can't be chill and get past hardship, but
sure,
So chill,
that's how I perceived him.
Chill is a little bit of a privilege then.
Sometimes I think
you
so.
have chill privilege. Do you think?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
And is that the first time you've been asked that question?
No.
No, it's not.
We ponder it a lot.
Because I see you guys have been doing a lot of interviews, so I'm trying to hit you with the Hein a little bit.
Dude, you came in hot.
Yeah.
You came in hot.
Yeah, you came in. Yeah, I don't think we've had the Chad Goes Deep question, but I'm stoked to talk about it.
So what you guys? I've noticed you guys saying alpha a few times. Are you guys alpha? What does it mean to be alpha? Because you almost are using it. Well, I'm not quite sure how. Are you using it almost like a? Do you want to be alpha or not alpha in the bro code?
It's a good question. These are great questions.
Yeah.
I think I grapple with it. I think I've had like an aversion to being alpha. Like I kind of associate it with dominance and overcompensating and like unfairness. But there's moments where I definitely want to be alpha. So I think I'm always struggling with finding a balance between getting stuff done, but then also still being, happy for others and kind of perceiving the world as a friendly place. Yeah. And I think, I mean, Chad and I talk about that once in a while. It's definitely something that comes up where like, how can we be like people who get stuff done? And then I think actually a lot of comedians act like they're not alpha, like their public personas are very like self-deprecating and like, oh, I'm like a dope. But then like, if you actually saw them behind the scenes, you'd be like, no, you're kind of like a gnarly badass, but they don't want to like present that, I guess.
So is that what you're
Yeah.
telling me that you are you doing that right now?
Dude, he's
I don't
a
know.
badass.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah, I grappled with it too when I was younger, because I was always very passive, and I was like, in high school, people were like, you need to stand up for yourself a little bit more, and I was like, but I was always just so like happy-go-lucky. I was like, what does that mean? Like, I don't understand. So, but I've sort of made peace with it, where I'm like, I don't think I venture into the realm of beta per se, but it's like I'm passive, and like I like being nice to everyone and just having fun. And I think I've been able to make my way through life that way, and it's worked to my benefit. And so, yeah. But yeah, go ahead, JT.
I always thought it was cool when like if someone would like take a jab at Chad, he would just kind of laugh and roll with it, and it kind of diffused the jab in a way where I was like, oh, he's almost above like the alpha, beta.
He's the omega.
kind of thinking. Yeah, that might be. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
He kind of that without being oppositional to it, which I thought was like kind of the maybe most effective way to go about it.
Right. That is.
Definitely is.
Chad, may I notice a coincidence about you that maybe you can address?
Yes.
Chad Kroeger is the exact name of the singer of Nickelback. What a strange coincidence. What do you think about that coincidence? It's very odd.
If I can be real, it fires me up every day. I mean, I'm a huge Nickelback fan. Photograph, rock star. I mean, how you remind me that I love jamming to those songs. So I'm just honored to share the name with such a talented singer.
Was there ever a point in your childhood when Nickelback became famous, and then you're like, oh, there's another Chad Kroeger out there? Did your life change at all when that happened?
I think it made me more confident. I was like, oh, I share the same name as this, like. Because I was listening to How You Remind Me. I remember one time I was going to like Taco Bell with my buddy Devin, and How You Remind Me was on, and I was like, this song is. That. Yeah, I was like, this is all time.
Devin?
I remember him telling me about that. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Impactful story, huh?
Yeah. And I was like, dude, this song is all time, and he's like, well, you share the same name, and I'm like, all right, I think I'm gonna make something of myself in life.
Damn, and you've held true to that.
Thank you. Yeah.
I wonder if maybe you'll become the greater Chad Kroeger. Is that your hope? Maybe when people hear Chad Kroeger, they'll no longer think of Nickelback. They'll think of Chad Goes Deep and JT, the alpha, or I mean, really the alpha brain, but the omega bro.
Yeah.
You guys get what I'm saying, right?
Dude, I get it so well. Yeah.
I don't know. I think in an ideal world, we'd have like just Chad Kroeger sort of dominating all areas of the culture. Like music, that's Chad Kroeger, Nickelback, maybe activism, but me and JT together, so Chad Kroeger and JT. So, but I don't know if I'd ever want to surpass him in legend status. I think I always want to stay on par with.
So let me ask you this: if you find that your legend is growing alarmingly fast, or are you going to dial it back to not surpass the master, the sensei Chad Kroeger original?
I think I'd just hit him up and I'd be like, dude, you better start working on a new album.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Let's rise together, my dog.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
All
and
Chad's
it's like that
rescue.
poem from Aquila and the Bee and Coach Carter. I think it's by Marianne Williamson about how you don't help the world by dimming your own light. When you shine, you give other people the permission to shine. So I think the more Chad grows, the more he'll inspire Nickelback to just keep putting out thoughtful rock and roll.
Beautiful. All they say I think Confucius said, all Chad Kroegers rise together.
Dude.
Yeah. I love Confucius.
A rising Chad rises all boats. Dude.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Oh,
exactly. Yeah,
love
I
it.
feel like we're on the same wavelength, you guys. I really feel like we're connecting already in the short time.
Completely.
Yeah,
awesome.
stoked
Maybe
to
Like
be
we're
we
here.
playing
all
like a round of
party
golf
together.
together. We're just chilling. Yeah.
So when did you? First of all, I'm wondering how did you guys meet? You guys are so well connected. I feel like you guys are even in the same room, just like on laptops in different parts of the living room. Is that what's going on?
The lighting
nice.
kind of hit the
Yeah,
same.
I feel like you guys are pretending you're not in the same place.
Yeah, what up, JT?
What up?
Yeah, how'd you guys
yeah.
meet?
We actually met at this rager. Our buddy Benji was throwing a rager, and it was kind of a flop, to be honest. Like Benji's dad wouldn't bail, and it was just like kind of like I remember at one point Kellen said he was gonna go make a quesadilla, which is like gonna kill the party. So in a moment of desperation, I got the Mount Chugmore 4-hose beer bong from my truck, and I was gonna chug it with Kellen, Reese, and Landon. And then, but Landon couldn't because he was on antibiotics. So JT stepped in, and once he twisted the nozzle, it was like a cosmic connection.
So you guys connected over a beer bong.
Yeah. And I just knew right away, like he had the vibes I was kind of looking for in my life, like was the kind of person I wanted to be around. I was like, oh, okay, we're going to be bros for a minute. And then we kind of lost track of each other. And then we both kind of circled back in our 20s and we're like, hey, like I saw what he was working on with the activism stuff and he thought I could help out with that. And then we just kind of, I don't know, started clicking and we've been kind of inseparable ever since. Yeah.
What about that
Yeah.
beer bong? Just, I feel like, was it he hit it super fast and hard and he released the lever? I mean, what were the fizzle, the carbonated pops in that?
Oh, well,
beer bong?
he was incredible at, because I'm not very good at beer bongs, but he
Yeah.
could open up his gullet in a really smooth way where
Yeah.
you can see from the way the alcohol's coming down in the tube how someone's dealing with it. You can tell if someone's pressing back against it, if they're resisting it. And he just had a smooth pathway and the beer just flowed down effortlessly. And I was like, that's really good technique. But even beyond that, it was like, dude, he got the beer bong to get the party going.
Right.
And
Right.
I respected that initiative. Like a lot of people were just sitting back and they were going to let this party die.
With
And
the
Chad was like,
quesadilla.
no, I'm not going gently, bro. I'm getting the beer bong and we're going to fucking get this thing going. Excuse my language. And I was like, all right, that's the kind of person I want to be around.
Do not Chad gently into that dark night. What is the saying?
Yeah, we will not go gently into the night. We will survive today. No, you're not doing Independence Day. You're doing Churchill. Right?
Yeah, I was doing Churchill. Yeah.
Okay.
But do not Chad quietly into this.
Oh, no,
dark
it's
night.
not Churchill. It's a
Into
poet.
Yeah,
that
it's
dark night.
it's like
Larkin?
Well,
T.S. Eliot,
Bill-
maybe?
T.S. Eliot.
Bill Pullman said Independence Day, we will not go quietly into the night. Is that it?
Yeah,
I think-
that's what I
I think
converted
he
it
ripped
to.
off that poem.
Yeah.
But basically, do not Chad quietly is what I was getting at.
It's funny because I feel like
Dylan Thomas. Sorry.
Can you read the
Oh.
quote for us?
Thomas,
But
of
Chad
course.
instead of like go, say Chad.
Yeah, of course. I'll go quickly as well. I'll go quickly to the poem, but not into the good night.
Yeah, please.
Chad, do not go Chadly into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage, rage against the dying of the Chad.
Wow, beautiful.
Yeah, and that was beautiful, JT. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I need him.
and also when JT hit the beer bong, like the thing I love about JT is his emotional IQ is like surpasses anyone I know, and he's just like he oozes passion in his vocabulary. Like his dome is just like his intellect is like it impresses me every time. So like he always one ups it. So the way he hit the beer bong, I could see like the passion and also the empathy and the way he chugged it, if that makes sense. Like he's like, I'm with you and we will not let this party bust, you know?
It's interesting
And
how much you can tell about someone from a beer bong.
yeah.
Yeah, for real,
Yeah.
right?
I've
Yeah.
always thought that.
I feel like for Ethan, the party would have started with the quesadillas. But
Yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe, I don't know. I'm not a party bro exactly because the quesadilla is just the start.
Yeah.
Well, if he would have been making quesadillas for the whole party, maybe, but it was a solo venture. So we were like, dude, you're kind of just taking away from the energy we need from you.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of, you put too much pressure on your boys, but when there's a party and one of your boys kind of like just goes off and starts doing his own like internal thing,
Not
you're like,
good.
hey, we kind of need you here to like keep
Not
the
good.
party strong.
Yeah.
yeah,
How did you guys get involved in social justice? Because I feel like that was a beautiful new chapter in your guys' life, and I feel like your social justice really has resonated with people. Tell me about how that got started.
Well, we were first introduced to like civic duty and city councils because this poke shop, Slam and Salmon, was going to get closed. I think for like zoning laws or something. And so we went with a bunch of dudes to talk to the council about how good the poke is. Like Max there, if you know him, like he'll put on togarashi, ponzu, avocado, bamboo rice, and overload it with salmon.
Right.
And so we were like, we need to keep this dude around. And that was our first introduction. And then, around the last election time, we just saw that the country was kind of really divided. And we were like, what can we do? Like, what brings people together? And JT and I just sort of looked at each other and we were like, Paul Walker.
Oh, Paul Walker. I thought you were going to say Pokey.
Oh, that too. I mean, for sure.
But
But
Paul
then,
Walker,
like, yeah.
for sure, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Paul Walker and Pokey, I mean, you can't beat that combo.
Forget about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I hooked up with JT and we wrote the speech together.
Actually,
And,
do you guys mind if I watch the video? Is that okay?
Yeah, go for
Yeah,
it.
I kind of want to catalog your guys' illustrious work in activism. Can I set it up so they can watch along, or should I just play it?
Last
Dan?
time it was so laggy, the website.
Well, you guys are familiar with it, so maybe you can just listen
Is it
along.
is it okay with you guys if you just hear it?
Yeah, whatever way you guys want to do it.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna go ahead and play an excerpt here. So this is the San Clemente City Council. Is that where you guys are from, San Clemente?
Yeah, I'm from next door in San Juan Capistrano, but essentially, I mean, they're well, I shouldn't say they're interchangeable, but they're right next door to each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here we go. You are and by the way, how do you get into the city council chamber? Do you just show up? Like, how does that
It's
work?
open to anyone. Any
interesting.
citizen can go in there and say that I want to comment on either stuff that's on the agenda or public comment, which means basically anything, and they will give you your 3 minutes.
That's amazing.
And how do you get the footage? You know what I mean? Is that
Yeah.
available to the public too?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's public domain. So they have it on their website and you can just download the whole council video. Yeah.
How long did it take before the video went up after the speech?
Dude, actually, we didn't even put it up. Like a journalist was there for the San Clemente Times, I think, and
Good
he
page.
threw it up on their Facebook page, and then it went viral from there.
No way.
wow.
Yeah, so no one even really knew it was us. They're like, who are these dudes? And then but then we put it up after. We were like, this is us, and people were like, okay.
So you guys were not looking for media attention. You were there simply to spread the word of Paul Walker, to bring peace and unity to San Clemente
That was
and the
plan.
globe at large, really, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's watch. Let's see what this is all about. Incredible that they haven't upgraded their video technology since
Hey,
the
at
city
least
was
they
founded.
have video technology.
Yes.
Right.
Hey, what up, Council? My name is Chad Kroger. First, I just want to say I'm truly honored to be here, to be in a city where you can have a surf session and then go to a city council meeting within the span of an hour. I think that just shows that the American dream is still very much alive, so thank you. All right, to the serious stuff. I stand before you here today in the midst of gnarly times. I'm a freelance journalist, and after interviewing hundreds of people, I've witnessed firsthand the ever-growing divide between Americans and families torn apart over political differences. It's in times like these we need a unifying figure we can all turn to, a beacon of headlights that can guide us down the dusty road. I was 11 years old when my first love, Ashley, betrayed me by moving to Newport Beach. I felt lost, alone, bummed. And it was in that melancholy that my dad took me to see The Fast and the Furious, where for an hour and 47 minutes, I transcended my worries because I had just met my new hero, Paul Walker. Afterwards, at Carl's Jr., I thought about what Paul taught me. I think the most inspiring thing was the fact that even after Dominic Toretto beat him in that first race, Paul still managed to bed his sister pretty inspiring. And another thing is the fact that he still saved Vince, even though Vince was flexing on him the entire movie and questioned his love for tuna sandwiches, which I think is a true testament to his character.
I wonder if they like Vin Diesel.
And I just want to go off book
That's
here.
a
You
good
know, it wasn't
question,
just
Sheila.
Fast and the Furious. He inspired me in a ton of other movies as well. Skulls, Meet the Deedles.
They must
Eight
have been
Below.
like, what in the fuck am I? So ultimately, I'm going to skip to the end. So I want to see the proposal. Oh, you have another bro here. Who's this bro?
That was Bodie.
Oh,
Oh,
Bodie.
Bodie.
Heard of the Paul Walker Initiative?
Yeah.
It's just real quick.
Best known for his installation of White Cube 2003. The new Fast and the Furious is fast approaching. It comes out next month, and so we don't have much time. So I'm just going to ask you guys straight up, how can we get started? When can we break ground?
You-
All right,
Do you have any comments?
I'll let you guys think about that.
Yeah,
Thank
well,
you so much.
So you are petitioning the city to build a statue to Paul Walker, your hero.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was the reception? How do you find that the city council receives your ideas?
For that one, I don't know. I don't know if they took it as seriously at first,
Right.
but the reception nationwide was pretty awesome. I mean, you saw how many people love Paul Walker, and like it was like it just sort of reassured me that, like, you know, a lot of people were like, yes, we do need this statue. So I was like, all right, cool. Like, people are on board. So I think that spoke to the council, and they become more friendly with us.
Would you be in
ever
favor
since.
of, say, like replacing the Washington Monument with a giant statue of Paul Walker?
Which
George Washington?
George Washington?
Yeah, George Washington, the Washington Monument in D.C. What I mean to say is that maybe you're thinking too small, like San Clemente is just a kind of a small beach town, but I'm thinking maybe we go bigger. Washington, D.C., National Monument. Thoughts?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I'd like them to be. Do they have a good break there? I'd like Paul's statue to be surrounded by pretty solid waves.
Oh,
Washington, D.C., I don't know if they have a solid break.
Potomac doesn't go off.
That's a really
Yeah,
good
probably
point.
not.
Maybe he wouldn't be honored there.
But
Maybe.
I was thinking we could just replace the Lincoln Monument with Paul Walker.
yeah,
That'd
Lincoln's
be
pretty
cool.
dope though.
I think. Let's leave the
Yeah.
Lincoln Monument.
we talk a lot about Vin Diesel on this show. Do you guys have any
Yeah.
thoughts about his character?
Yeah.
Love him.
Yeah, his performance in the first Fast and the Furious, I think, is one of the most commanding performances of my lifetime. I mean, he really does. He's just like this. He has this gravity to him, where you're like, yeah, that's the leader of
definitely
an
has gravity. I think
outlaw
that's a good-
crew that drives 10-second cars.
Thank you today to Honey for sponsoring this episode. We all shop online. And listen, we've all seen that promo code field at checkout, and it taunts us. It humiliates us. It dares us to. I says to you, I dare you to go spend an hour scouring the internet for a code, because you could save 5, 10, 20, maybe even, in this case, $111.50.
This is totally real. Yes.
Tell me about your experience saving with Honey.
I was just shopping on Levi's, the website, and some stuff were already on sale. So I would have never gone to look for a coupon on top of it. I just assumed it was already like a pretty good price. And I have Honey installed. So when I was just doing checkout as regular, it showed me that it's $100 off of
That's
$200.
insane. Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's insane. That's literally like 50% off. Exactly.
Yeah.
Here's how Honey works. It's a free browser extension that automatically searches the internet for promo codes and automatically applies the best one it finds to your cart when you're checking out. Honey supports over 30,000 stores online, ranging from tech, gaming products, popular fashion brands, and even food delivery. Imagine you're shopping at one of your favorite sites. When you check out, the Honey button drops down, and all you have to do is click Apply Coupon. Pardon me. Honey's like, no coughing. No, I'm kidding. They're chilled. Wait a few seconds as Honey searches for coupons it can find for that site. If Honey finds a working coupon, you'll watch as the price drops. Boom. As Hila has proven, it works. And honestly, for me, Honey is like a game changer. It's ridiculous. It's just so fun. You're like, oh, shit. I literally would have spent this money if it wasn't for this magical plugin. Honey has found its over 17 million members, over 2 billion in savings.
Wow.
That's nuts. If you don't already have Honey, you could be straight up missing out on free savings. It's literally free, installs in a few seconds, and by getting it, you'll be doing yourself a solid. You'll be doing us a solid. You'll be supporting this podcast. It's a win-win-win-win-win-win-win. Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/H3. That's joinhoney.com/H3. This is one of the comments that one of the city council members had to say about you guys. May I read it to you?
Mm-hmm. Yes, please.
He said, I guess every generation needs their Cheech and Chong and Spicoli characters, but Chad and J.T. fell way short in their efforts. I enjoy a good sense of humor and wish they had used better material that would have made them funny instead of predictable. How do you guys respond to the Chris Hamilton, council member?
Dude, that's good. It's good constructive criticism. We'll come back stronger the next time. Yeah, it actually kind of cracks me up. Like, we did Laguna Beach one time, and the council member afterwards was like, "This was solid, but it's not your best work." Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I wonder if all the council members in the area are just waiting for the day that the party bros enter their chamber.
That happened in Newport. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. What did they say when you walked in?
JT, do you want it?
Like, I was just backing Chad up, but like, it was funny too. Like, at the Newport Beach one, like, the mayor was wearing rainbow sandals, I think, at the meeting, which we were like, okay, this is a chill meeting. And then when Chad came up, the mayor was like, Chad Kroger. Literally said,
Wow.
yeah.
He was
Which
like
kinda
fist
threw us
bumping.
off. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You guys are getting maybe your activism efforts are becoming too renowned. You guys might have to go up north or somewhere to another coastline where people don't know you as much.
Yeah, we went to Delaware last year, and it was interesting seeing the contrast in city council meetings. Like, they were a lot more, I don't think they were wearing rainbow sandals at that meeting, and they were not down with our cause because we were just, we came there for good reason because the University of Delaware, their ragers were getting a little more restricted, so we came to appeal that. But yeah, so we're starting to venture to more different states and to say what up to the council.
That's good.
There.
I think it's important to spread your activism. I mean, California's benefited so much from you guys, SoCal particularly, that I think there's a lot of youth, and not just youth, but really just general population that could benefit from your guys' kind of missionary work, even at this point, I would call it. Do you guys ever consider going to other countries to spread Stoke and activism?
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we'd love to do Chad Goes Deep in like Russia or China.
Russia,
China.
China.
China seems really appealing right now.
I think they.
Yeah, I think there's a lot to investigate. So
I'd love to
we'd love to go in there
watch
with an open mind and just bring our dank vibes to what's going on. Yeah.
Damn, I would actually love to watch you guys go deep in China.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, dude, after our last video, they were like reaching out.
The Chinese government?
Oh, well, not the government, I don't think. But like some news networks, they want us to come on.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, after the mask video.
They're trying to do anti-U.S. propaganda over there.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't deduce that immediately, but after other people explained to us how media works over there, we kind of got hip to what their angle might be.
Dude, Chinese government wanted to use you guys as propaganda. No, you're like, no, thank you. We're doing our own propaganda here in the United States. Not really propaganda, is it? It's just kind of the truth, but I wouldn't necessarily trust that in the hands of the Chinese government.
Yeah, and we're pretty open-minded too. I mean, we'll go on a lot of different platforms, and so we were like, oh, maybe we could like get our message in even through.
Well, they'll just translate it and be like, they'll be like,
We'd have to be live. It would have to be live, so we know that they wouldn't
Edit. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
take
but
the
they would
stoke
just put
out.
subtitles possibly that just
Yeah.
totally fuck you guys over.
Oh, that'd be pretty hilarious. Yeah.
We'd have to put in one of our boys to translate.
Bring in
Like,
a
we'll only
Chinese
do-
bro, a Chinese speaking bro.
Oh yeah, our boy
Yeah.
Strider used to teach English in
Oh,
China.
dude, now
Yeah, yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
Bring a Mandarin speaking bro to translate live. That would be
Yeah.
Oh,
epic.
dude, that's a
Dude,
really
I love that.
yeah. Strider would
It's-
kill that.
Oh, dude, he come in like, "What up?" and just starts translating. Dude, I know he could do it well for us too. He'd get the vernacular in there.
Now,
Yeah, for
now
sure.
I'm excited. Wow, I'd love to send you guys to just like Ethiopia or Brazil or somewhere. I just want to see you guys spread. I think, a lot of these countries are developing, and I think like introducing you guys might speed up the development process. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude,
Oh,
thank
dude.
you.
Yeah.
Be a catalyst for acceleration. I'm
Yeah.
down with that.
Yeah.
100,
Yeah.
100 billion.
Yeah.
So, going back a little bit, the first time I saw you guys, you were advocating for partying in the Hollywood Hills. Do you guys mind if I pull this up and watch it for a bit?
No, please do.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Next speaker. Yes, sir. Identify yourself.
What up, council? My name is Chad Kroger. I'm an activist and house party enthusiast. Over the past week, I've been in a state of deep despair upon hearing the news that LA is trying to outlaw house parties in the Hollywood Hills. I am here determined to stop this future atrocity. House parties were the bedrock of my development as a young man in San Clemente. My first introduction to manhood came when the captain of my water polo team, Boomer Kingsley, asked me to shotgun a tall can of Bud Light in front of the whole squad at his end of the season bash. His parents were in Tahoe at the time, so we tore that weekend up. It was epic, and I was super stoked. My newfound confidence gave me the courage to ask out the most popular girl in school, Lauren Stockholder, to prom that year. She rejected me, and I had to go with Stacy McMillan, but I didn't care because I was so amped on chugging with my boys. That's what house parties do. Raging at house parties is the truest
Thank
way
you.
to party.
Next,
Whoa.
Next speaker, please
Now,
come in.
that struck me as rude how we cut you off. Were you out of time or?
Yeah, I was out of time. And that's Herb Wesson. He's like one of our best friends now.
Oh, for real?
Really?
Yeah.
He's a legend.
I was
Yeah.
going to ask how you guys kind of are received in these city councils where they don't really know what's coming at them.
I think at first they're a little thrown off because like we're so passionate and we're coming from the heart, and it's like I think a lot of them inside they're like leaping with joy because they're like finally they're talking about stuff I want to talk about,
Things that matter.
like partying,
Right.
and not like street lights or whatever.
Homeless
they talk
people
about.
and shit like that.
Oh yeah,
Feeding the
Sometimes,
homeless.
yeah.
yeah.
You get different perspectives on that. Yeah. Yeah. And what's funny too is like LA, like the people, or just different places, like sometimes the people who speak before and after us are even kind of more absurd than us sometimes.
Yeah,
It's like,
I know what
Yeah.
you mean.
sometimes we're a
Yeah.
welcome relief because we're being pretty chill about everything.
That's true.
Yeah.
You guys are not hostile of all things. Actually, I didn't want to cut. I definitely wanted to enjoy JT as obviously an impassioned speech as well. So let's watch him.
Oh, thank you.
Identify yourself.
What up, Council? My name is JT Parr. I am also here to defend parties in the Hollywood Hills. I grew up like most kids, worried I couldn't bench 2 plates, that I wouldn't fit in, that I wouldn't find love. Then I discovered partying, and suddenly all those worries went to the wayside. I didn't need love. I had keg stands. I discovered I was great at raging, and it revealed wonderful things about myself. I could relate to bros regardless of what kind of bro they were. I could be at a party and moon people, and everyone would laugh, be witty. Or I could play beer pong and compete with real integrity. In short, I fulfilled my potential. If you outlaw house parties, you may keep the volume down, but an externality is that you may keep people from bonding. America needs bonding. People need to put aside their differences and find common joy. There's no more effective environment for that than a frickin' rager. This is best exemplified in me and Chad's relationship. We were star-crossed. He a surfer, me a bodyboarder.
Thank you. And I want to welcome
JT, would you
to
consider
LA
that
Council's
like your I have a dream?
Oh man. Yeah, because that is my dream. is for everybody to rage and not be judged by, superficial differences, but by the content of their partier. Yeah.
What was the law you guys were lobbying against, by the way? What was it they were trying to, you guys were fighting against? What was it they were trying to do?
Yeah, well, I was at the gym and I was like doing sprints, so I was fired up already. And I saw on the news, like on the local news, is like L.A. City Council making move to ban house parties in the Hollywood Hills. So I didn't really investigate much further beyond that. I just saw what I needed to see, and I hit up JT, and he was like, "Well, let's go to the council right now." So next morning when they met, we just cruised over.
And did they follow through with the law, or did you guys enact change?
No, they followed through.
Yeah. I think they were shutting down people who were renting Airbnbs and having like 300 people parties. Yeah, because it was like destroying the neighborhood. And then I was like, well, sounds like the neighborhood needs to get a little bit more dank.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if that's what destroying the neighborhood is, then tear my neighborhood up. You know what I mean?
That's for sure. Yeah.
I love it.
You guys had a really viral moment recently down at Huntington Beach. You guys were attempting to be what I really considered being good bros, handing out free masks, because there's a lot of people out there without masks, and I think, it's easy to assume, well, maybe they just didn't have one, right? I think that's what you guys were assuming when you saw people without masks.
Yeah. Like I surf Huntington a lot, and we get pokey at Bear Flag a lot, which shout out, they have the best pokey. And we just saw a lot of people weren't wearing masks, so we just assumed, naturally that the supply chain was boned up.
Sure, yeah, of course.
So
you guys went out there to hand out free masks, but the reactions were actually quite hostile. Did that surprise you, or many of them were?
I don't think it was totally surprising. I think people don't like being told what to do, and we kind of understood that before we went out there. I often relate it to like my little league experiences where I didn't want to wear a cup. I thought they were just cumbersome, and then
that's a great analogy.
Yeah, it wasn't until the third baseman on my team, Simon, got drilled where you wear a cup that I realized the importance of taking like safety precautions.
Oh, that's such a good analogy.
Yeah, so I think sometimes for people, they will react hostily, but once they are affected by something, they tend to tone it down.
Well, some of the people were really hostile. I mean, one dude like coughed in your guys' faces. Did that surprise you?
Yeah, that scared me.
Definitely surprised. Yeah.
And I mean,
we were a little shaken up. Yeah.
You guys spend a lot of time around unmasked people. Have you been tested for COVID? Have you been worried about COVID?
I was worried for sure. I mean, it was like 3 or 4 weeks ago now, so I was worried for sure after it, and I just sort of holed up in my apartment after. But I haven't been tested. I haven't experienced any symptoms, but I've been super safe and just wearing a mask and pretty much staying by myself.
That's good.
Yeah. I've been tested 3 times, actually, and I've been fortunate to come back negative with all of them. I was really, really scared at first, like too scared. I have kind of like hypochondriac tendencies where I always think I'm sick, so this was kind of a bad setting for me. But I've actually kind of adjusted to just this new normal, and the way I've kind of feel better about it is I just try to work out a lot and take vitamins and just be as healthy as possible. So if I do get it, hopefully I'll be all right.
That's a good approach.
You must have really been freaked out when that dude coughed on you.
Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah.
Actually, like, I was a little more scared than JT, I think, at that moment, because JT was like reassuring me. He was like, we were 6 feet. I was like,
that's a crime, actually.
Should we show that?
Yeah, we'll show it. But
that's why we blurred the dude's face, because after the reaction of the Huntington one, we were like, oh, we don't want. It was Chad actually called me and was like, hey, we have to we have to look out for this person. Like, I don't know, people are reacting to the video very emotionally. He's like, we should blur his face. Which
you know what? You guys are the sweetest bros. I mean, the guy didn't deserve that, but yet you guys. I think the bro code really even extends to unbroly people. I'm learning about you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Hopefully, yeah.
That's
yeah. Fine. I mean, never mind.
I was really surprised actually with the video. Even though I know a lot of people are refusing to wear the mask, it was just shocking to see it in that way. and this video was going so viral. It was being sent to me by random people too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
People in Israel. And
Oh,
China,
wow.
dude. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, we didn't expect the response. I mean, it was pretty wild, and it blew up. Within like a day, we were like, "Whoa! Like this is taking off, maybe bigger than anything else we've done."
Well, where did it take off the most? Because I've noticed like your YouTube channel is kind of small, but it seems like you guys get out way more. Are you guys big on Facebook or Instagram? Where are people watching your content the most?
Instagram.
Oh, for real?
Really?
What's your?
Yeah,
Where do you guys prefer people watch you guys?
Instagram and YouTube.
Yeah.
It's Chad Goes Deep Instagram, then JT Par 14, and then just Chad Goes Deep YouTube. That's sort of the main ones. But yeah, it is interesting. Like I think a lot of times our videos are shared without us being credited. Because it's like public domain, and people will be like, "Oh, this is just like a city council. Like this isn't.
Right.
You don't know who we are." So they just like the Paul Walker one, the House Parties one. They just
That's
get shared
very
around.
true. The first time I saw you guys was one of your random city council clips. I think I saw it on the news or something. And, people are just like, look at these jokers. And you're right. I think you guys are even more famous than you get credit for. I think the broness
Oh, thank you.
is spreading even further than you guys realize. Let me pull up the clip of you guys trying to give out free masks. I think the reason why it went so viral is that you guys were so sweet and nice about it, and then people were just.
It seems like such an objectively nice thing.
They could just
to
say
do.
no, thank you.
Right.
But
the reactions were so crazy.
Well, here, let me just pull up a quick excerpt. This is from the Huntington Beach Solving the Mask Shortage is the name of the video on Chad Goes Deep.
So,
No, I'm good, thanks.
damn it.
Are you pro mask, bro?
Do you want a mask?
It's all fake, dude. Come on.
I love that shit, man.
I'm good, man.
Nah, man, that's a fraud, bro.
I like freedom, dog.
I like fresh air. Just shut down the fucking country. That's bullshit, man.
I'm good.
But does wearing a mask shut down the country?
When you close down half the economy, yeah.
Yeah,
I think so.
But can't we open it up quicker if we all wear masks?
Nah, dude, that's a talking point on the TV, bro.
I wasn't quite sure. I wasn't quite sure what he was talking about. His points didn't make total sense to me. He was saying that wearing masks shuts down the country. Did you understand what he was saying? I didn't quite.
I think he meant just the lockdown in general, like he thought was probably an overreaction to the virus. And I do think part of the reason people liked the video or responded to it was because we got this wide range of responses that were all kind of emblematic of just like, I don't know, not logical thinking that people were using to be against masks. Like some people use religion, some people think it's the media, some people just think like
It's just fake.
some people just think it's just fake. Yeah, and we touched a couple of those different things, and it didn't feel like people were thinking about it deeply. It just felt like they were kind of just like emotionally responding to it a little bit.
That's true.
How did people anti-mask people respond to your guys' video?
Online, you mean?
Yeah, online in general. Did you guys get any
there's
hate for these videos?
There's a lot of debate in the comment section going on. There's been a few nasty messages, but not, maybe in the single digits. I mean, I think the fact that we were just so sweet in the video. I mean, it's like it's not like we were like telling people to wear, like, you need to wear a mask or like antagonizing them. We were just saying like, hey, if you want free masks, you can have them. So
Absolutely.
I don't think there's a lot of room to hate unless you're really, really passionate about not wearing a mask.
Well, a lot of these people were in
reaching out.
person. Let me continue watching.
Yeah.
They say it's not a mask, it's a muzzle. Well, I'm not planning on biting anybody, so I guess I don't understand that analogy either, but
It's not a mask, it's a muzzle.
speak for everyone.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know either.
Just
Good
repeat it.
question.
Do you know what a muzzle is?
No.
Who's got you guys?
Oh, good question.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Just a benevolent superseding intelligence.
Hey, what's up, Rick?
So fucking cool.
Dude, Rick is the coolest.
What up, dude? Do you wear a mask?
God does love me.
Do you wear a mask?
Fuck you. What the hell? What the hell did you guys do?
That was the crazy. Like those two sentences just did not connect. It's
God
like,
loves me. Fuck
and
you.
fuck you.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
But honest to God, like when I reflect back on that dude, I know like maybe his thinking isn't helpful for the situation we're in, but like I don't know, he's a pretty hilarious dude.
Right. To cruise by on a bike and just
Yeah.
And
drop
just was
that
ready
off.
to throw down,
Yeah,
dude.
just drop
was
that
like
off.
up in arms. Like he doesn't know. Maybe Chad or I do Muay Thai or something like that. And then he just was like, I don't care, dude. You're just not gonna tell me how to live
Just
my
fuck
life.
you, bro.
And,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, props to him
Yeah.
in a way, right?
I think that spirit probably helps us with some things, but it's just probably not the right attitude. It's not the attitude we need right now. But maybe there are times where we need dudes like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, when he first started yelling at us, I got scared for a little bit, and then I started realizing, like, oh, this dude is squared up 24/7, just ready to go.
Right.
So it was like, you know, he was just talking, and then, but he stayed under that bridge, I think, for like an hour, just like, you know, squared up, just
Head
like
on a swivel. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just scared. I was in sandals too. I was like, I can't. I took them off. I was like, I can't run or fight this
Such a
dude.
funny line.
Yeah. My flop
Did you guys ever actually feel like maybe under threat of violence at any point during these videos?
I mean, kind of. Like you guys mentioned, you should probably be ready to run when you're gonna offer a mask to someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think briefly, you know, but I think we always sort of have the method of de-escalating the situation with radical kindness and just you know, and so you know, if someone really wants to throw down like I don't think it's ever gotten to the point where I'm like, okay, this person's actually gonna make good on their threat.
Well, let me ask you this: Are you guys good fighters? Do you guys think you could throw down in the event of violence?
JT,
I can wrestle pretty good. I think that guy would have beat my ass.
He's a pretty big dude, yeah.
Yeah, the people in Huntington who got in our face, I think the majority of them, I was like, yeah, this guy will probably kick my ass. But I feel like I can get away. At minimum, I can get away. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
is that why you guys practice sprinting? Just so you know that you can, because you said you were sprinting in the gym the other day, just kind of keeping nimble at all times.
That's why I sprint, you know, because I'm strictly flight.
Yeah, just flight. There's no fight, just flight.
Yeah. I'm ready to go.
You got great flight. You don't need fight.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
and I had more masks to give away.
Yeah, exactly. That's all that matters. Let me keep watching this. This is too good.
What?
I think
he's coming back. Do you need a mask? Get ready to run.
He took this answers
What else
off.
you want?
Just to give masks.
No, look, you're not making my fucking rights and not my rights, first of all.
We're just trying to hand out.
I don't give a fuck what you're trying to
you
do.
don't. Back
You
off.
believe in a mask? I don't.
That's cool.
Fucking leave it alone. Or
We're just-
if you want something with me, come on and get this.
No, we're not trying to fight anyone. We just want to hand out masks.
Yeah, do you want the mask? Maybe we do a happy hour at Sharky's later. Well, we learned a valuable lesson today.
And then here I've got the clip here where the dude coughs on you. Let me pull it up. Here we go.
Are they cool masks like you got?
No, they're not that sweet, but they're all right.
Dude, can I just sit? Oh, dude.
Jesus.
He went back.
Oh,
Oh, you guys have eyewear on. I didn't notice that in this video. That's good. You know,
yeah,
the
we rocked goggles for that one, which Fauci just endorsed, so we were kind of ahead of the curve.
you guys may have prevented getting the virus from wearing those goggles.
Who knows?
That's
The
interesting.
sun would get in them, though. It was tough to wear those outdoors all day. I started getting worried that I was getting like retinal damage, but then I was like, nah, people do triathlons and stuff.
Yeah. I couldn't see because mine were clear, so I was just literally like blind the whole day.
It's good you guys did that though.
Yeah.
Let me get another shot because I feel like
Dad's got to be so proud of you guys. Are they cool masks like you got?
No, they're not that sweet, but they're all right.
Dude, can I just sit? Oh, dude.
Jesus, dude.
Oh.
So here's the thing. He came back pretending to get a mask, and then he used it as an excuse to sneak attack you guys. Kind of wild.
Yeah, and I was bummed because you can hear in the video I was about to compliment him on his physique. You know, I was like, dude, I just want to say, you got like what's your workout? But then he coughed and so we didn't get to.
Well, Jack, you're still not sure he coughed on us on purpose, right?
Yeah, I was like, kind of like, was he?
It is a little bit questionable.
I mean, what? Well, no, he turned
Yeah.
around. He said, "What kind of mask do you have?" Then he coughed and immediately left. I
Yeah,
mean,
the fact that he immediately left kind of made it seem like it was on purpose.
Yeah, I don't know. I tend to be a little bit naive, but yeah, at first I was like, oh, he just accidentally coughed. But that doesn't make much sense.
you know, and
So-
the thing is, a dude like that who's cruising around without a mask, shirtless, coughing on people, that's the dude who would have the virus.
Yeah, that's the thing too, because they're being reckless all the time. Yeah. I mean, I guess sometimes it wasn't even getting our ass kicked. I was like, one of these people probably has COVID, and they're going to be wrestling me and breathing all over me.
Yeah, for sure. No,
Yeah.
but you know what? You guys got to do the right thing out there, and sometimes you just got to march and risk your own health to make for the betterment of the world. So that's what you guys are.
Are you guys worried about COVID?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm masked up. You know, I'm
We don't really leave the house
Well,
pretty much.
we moved our podcast at home. We usually do it out of a studio, but we do it from home now because we just want all of our employees to be home. Except Dan, he's expendable. You guys saw our producer on screen. He's here with us.
Chill, dude. What's
So
up, man?
if he perishes from COVID, we can accept that loss. But for the most part, we want everyone else to be healthy.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
How's
I'm willing to make that sacrifice.
Now we've all been
No.
tested. We get tested a lot, and we wear masks and stuff. So.
We're all being
Oh,
safe.
nice.
Yeah, we're being
but we're really worried about it. It really sucks.
Well, we were in
Yeah.
what beach were we at the other day when we were filming? Huntington.
Was it Newport?
Newport?
Is Newport.
Newport.
Oh,
Those-
nice.
So those guys, like, I don't know what's going on, but nobody there wears masks.
Yeah, Newport. I think people in Newport are doing so well in life, and they're also like good looking and healthy that I think they think they're kind of like above like bad things
Physics.
happening to them almost.
Right,
and
right.
Yeah, like they're like, I crush it at commercial mortgage lending. I
Right.
deadlift like 405, and like I drive wave runners on the weekend. Like nothing's gonna kill me. And I'm like, but bro, I don't know if the virus is like cares about those details.
Well, maybe they're right though. On the other hand, maybe they're right. Maybe the virus is like, this guy's crushing it. I'm gonna go infect
We're
someone
skipping
else.
Newport. Yeah, the virus is all right. Newport, you're chill. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dude, you're gonna go over that real estate developer? Like,
Yeah, come on.
No.
I don't know. We were really shocked by what was going on there. It's kind of like surreal.
Yeah, it was
Literally, no one was wearing a mask, and everyone was just going on with their
Yeah.
life like nothing's going on.
Oh, like, and most of all, like, we were, we rented a boat for a video we were making, and you think that, in the service industry, people would be more prone to wear a mask because
More
they're
precautious.
yeah,
Right.
because they want to cater to their customers and not make anyone uncomfortable. But that wasn't the case in Huntington Beach. The coronavirus doesn't exist in
But I
Huntington.
did
Yeah.
bring masks with me, and at least the people with us did wear it.
Yeah, you
so
made everyone
They
wear
were
masks,
nice.
though.
They didn't curse us back like in your video.
No, they were not. They were nice.
Yeah.
But
We were
you-
paying
Yeah.
them is the difference.
Yeah, we were paying them.
yeah.
You guys have done a lot of really valuable activism with COVID, with Paul Walker. But the one thing that I really want to give you guys props on is your small dong activism, which is
Oh, thank you.
obviously something that affects many men, including myself. And
What up, dude?
Dude, yeah, welcome to the squad.
Yeah, welcome to the frat, bro.
Well, thank you very
Glad
much.
to have you here, dude.
Thank you. And so I feel like it really touched me, frankly, to see you guys going out on a limb and doing this. So let me pull this up for reference. We could discuss fighting small dong shame together.
My boys Chad Kroger and J.T. Parr, also known as the Party Bros, are with us. They join me now. What's up, buddies?
Oh, what's up, Jesse?
What up, dude?
Dude, stoked you're in Miami. That's one of our favorite cities.
Yeah, this place is dope. Y'all would love it down here. All right,
Oh,
so
for sure.
big Super Bowl tomorrow night. Let's just start off. How do you guys party at a Super Bowl party?
Oh, dude, good question. Well, we have a huge rager for sure. Gotta get some brews. We usually have Wood Ranch cater it. Maybe get some burgers and some steaks, which is cool. But Jesse, there is actually an announcement that JT and we want to make to the world.
Okay.
We have small dongs.
Yeah, there's an epidemic of dudes out there who feel bad about their wieners, And dudes, you don't have to.
He's like, am I hearing
I have a
this
small
right?
dong, and it's dang.
Guys, you
And
can't
I
come on
stand
live
with you.
shows and talk about your dongs. You can't do it.
It's serious, dude. We're
Yeah.
sorry.
You can't
but
do it.
We just want people to know that it's all good, dude.
Yeah, you don't have to feel shame, and
I
we're
love you guys.
celebrating it, dude.
Last
We told
thing,
our dads,
Super Bowl
and we're gonna have an
predictions.
event.
Super Bowl predictions.
Chiefs, dude. I've never seen anyone make it look as easy as
not happy?
Patrick Mahomes.
He's
Yeah,
not
for sure.
happy.
But I do love the Niners because California. But we will have a rager, and if you're cruising, you have a small dong.
And I really want to
Guys,
see Andy Reid win a Super Bowl.
I'll see you later. All right.
Yeah, they cut it a bit short.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
I have a feeling he was not happy about that. And I gotta say, like, we're talking about important activism. It's just funny for him to be like, "Oh, guys, we can't talk about your small dongs on live TV." But it's like, did Martin Luther King listen when they said, "Hey, you can't, march on Washington"?
Yeah, they try to tell you what are the spaces that are okay to talk about things that are important, and I think sometimes the importance of what we're talking about supersedes the importance of the space.
So what were you
Yeah.
what were you guys meant to talk about when they invited you on? Because clearly it wasn't that.
Yeah, they wanted us to talk about our Super Bowl predictions, how we were celebrating. I believe that's it. But I mean, we just, we were fired up and on this new initiative, and we're like, we just gotta, we're live. We gotta tell the world we have small dongs.
And
And
we had
so-
a listener who has like a really small penis, and he was going through a really tough time. And no matter what we told him in emails or how we corresponded with them, nothing would make him feel better about his small dick. And we were like, well, let's show him that it is okay to have a small dick, And
Yeah.
so it was all for you, Gary. Yeah,
Oh, shout out to Gary.
little dick Gary.
That's also my
Love
dad's
you,
name,
brother.
which incidentally, I guess I probably get a small dick from him too.
I wonder if that's him.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice,
You think
dude.
it's my dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, our dads were less than stoked on the announcement because,
You're
we
kinda outing
implicated
them.
them in the process. Yeah,
Yeah.
We had a steak dinner with him, and we were like, Dads, look, we're going to tell the world we have small dicks, and you might be implicated in this.
The implication.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the implication? That they have small dicks.
No, I'm saying the implication is funny.
Oh, the implication's hilarious. Did you guys get any kind of follow up from that interview? Was he upset with you guys? I mean, obviously he cut you off early.
Yeah, he was not that fired up on it. Yeah, they're like, we can't really have you back on after that. But
You went out with the
I think
band.
Made the best of it.
yeah, and I think the message is too strong. It's like, I think we're just, giving dudes out there the strength to say like, "What up, world? I have a little hog," and I think that's more important.
Yeah, some people said we were banned, but we just were told we couldn't come back on.
Yeah.
What's
I
the
guess-
difference?
Good question.
Yeah, they are kind of the same thing, huh?
I think so, unless you have some insight about the difference. By the way, is it really that controversial of a thing to talk about television? I mean, you guys say, "Hey, we got small dongs." I mean, it's not like you're.
You didn't even use vulgar language.
Yeah, you guys were totally vulgar. I mean, dong. What are we talking about here? I mean, this is outrageous.
Yeah, and Jesse said dong too. He's like, "You guys can't come on and talk about your dongs."
Yo, what's up?
And, yeah.
Maybe he should lose
so-
his show.
What's up?
Maybe he should lose his show for using that language.
Oh, dude.
You know what I think it was the surprise factor, because like we were like, all right, we have small dongs, and then you can see people aren't used to hearing people talk about their small dongs, and I think it kind of threw him. It gets everyone who's in the production room, all the producers, Jesse, it all gets them thinking about their dongs, and people don't want to be thinking about their dongs when they're under the gun like that.
So what
Yeah.
do you guys characterize as small dongs? Like, is there a certain threshold? Like with Mensa, there's like a certain IQ to join the club. Is there a length of the penis that qualifies for small dong?
It's a good question. I mean, the average length is like what, like 5 3/4 erect.
That's a solid piece.
Yeah, that's a huge dink. But yeah, I don't know. I think honestly, it's like if you feel like you have a small dong, then you don't. All dongs are chill. But I think it's more about how you feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we don't want to exclude anyone who feels like they have a small dong. And then, some people are small when they're not tumescent, and some people are small when they are, and then everyone has different ways of measuring it. Like, do you go? This is really crude. I'm sorry, but do you go like underneath or to the side? And so there's a lot of variance. I don't know if there's a standard for what is big or small, but I think
it's more about the feeling.
And I think we've all felt like it's small before.
Penis size is kind of like in the heart and soul.
Yeah.
Right.
More than the physical body.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah. Do you guys
Go ahead.
I'm sorry to cut you off, Chad. Go ahead, please.
Oh no worries. Yeah, it's like I think when I first heard the term bell end, which is a British term, it's like there's like, sorry to be crude, but there's the shaft and the bell end. And I was like, well, I just have a bell. There's no end. It's just the bell. And I was like, that's when I kind of knew,
Just a tip.
Uh-huh.
Are you talking about erect? You just have a tip? Or like flaccid?
I think flaccid. I think there's a little bit more length.
There's a little bit more shaft during the erection phase.
Yeah.
That'd be a hell of a thing if it was just a big mushroom tip.
Yeah,
our loved ones get a little concerned when we talk too much about our penises too. Like they're like, "Don't tell the world you have small dongs." Like like they get worried about it. Like our whoever we're dating or like girlfriends or.
So the implication even applies to the partner.
Yeah.
What does it mean about them?
That they would be with a guy with a small penis. What does it say about you?
I think it speaks super highly.
Yeah, I'm fired up.
Yeah, you're an ally. Thank you.
Yeah. So, like, because then there's almost like there's different categories of smallness, right? Like, there's an actual medical condition of micropenis, which I'm sure you guys are aware of, which is really, and I don't mean to really, don't say this to make fun of those with this condition, but like an erect penis is like the size of a jelly bean. So,
wow.
So I don't know if you guys have
What
seen.
a cool dude.
Yeah.
That sounds like, he could be president of whatever committee we're in, for sure.
The smaller your penis, the more prestige you have in the community.
I think that's what we're hoping for.
Yeah. I mean, back in antiquity days, there were small dongs were all the rage. Statue of David. I mean, he's got a tiny piece. And it fires me up.
He was probably a grower though.
And for us, it's about how you own it. You know what I mean? Like if you can be in front of a bunch of dudes and just pull out your jelly bean dick and have complete confidence about it, we'll admire you for not being afraid of what people would perceive as a shortcoming.
Right.
For you owning it like that. That's what we're really encouraging. You just stand up and be like, I got a little dick, but on top of that, I got all these other qualities, and I won't be defined by what you think is a shortcoming. Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally a shortcoming.
Yeah.
Do you guys do you guys have any tips with those with the small members, like how, like in terms of pleasing a woman, or do you find that size doesn't really even matter in terms of pleasure?
I think just bring passion into it. Bring all you have, own who you are. To make my peace with it, I went streaking a ton. Legally, I guess is legal.
Do your pubes cover your entire penis, or like do you trim the pubes to make it look bigger?
We're sponsored by Manscaped.
Yeah, we're sponsored.
You are for real? Shout out.
Yeah. So
that answers my question.
Obliged to tell you that my pubes are short, dude.
Because when you got a small one, you really got to trim the pubes down to give it like the biggest chance to flourish.
Yeah, like AstroTurf.
Yeah, like AstroTurf for sure.
Yeah,
I would tell those dudes to just be a lot of fun. I think just be a lot of fun, and then that's what matters the most to people is if they're having a good time. Yeah. The sex with like the penis part, that's like, I don't know. That's
a small part of the whole picture.
Yeah, people focus on that completely, but the other stuff matters just as much, if not more. Yeah.
Good point. I think that's great. I really do. Well, you guys are inspiring. I mean, there's so much you guys take on. There's so much you guys stand for. I mean,
do you have new videos in the makings, or any?
Yeah, we're
social justice campaigns.
Any social justice.
There's some other causes that we're.
Yeah, we're kind of like in the middle, in between stages right now. We're thinking about handing out masks in different parts of the country.
Mm-hmm.
And then
That would be interesting.
yeah, and then we were thinking about something with the skate parks. Like they shut down the skate parks, or they
Right.
put sand into the skate parks. So we wanted to.
Oh, that's not. Well, hold on. They did that to prevent COVID, right? So I kind of wonder, where's your heart on that one?
Yeah, well, we're
It's
we're on the-
complicated.
yeah, we're on the side of safety for sure.
But I think we just want the city. We know the skaters are hurt right now, and they feel kind of like personally attacked. Even if that's just an emotional response, it's how they genuinely feel. And we just want the city to show skaters that their hearts are with them as well. You know, we want to just get everyone on the same page. And then Chad actually had a genius idea. Like 2020, bad shit just keeps happening, and I think we're all getting kind of used to just the unexpected, and we want to be prepared for it. So Chad had this fire idea for a foam pit.
Yeah, so during the quarantine, I've been studying astrophysics a lot, and I was like, you know, an asteroid could hit any day, and you know, with like the pandemic, we're like,
Did you say
it's in the realm of
asteroid
possibilities.
physics?
Astrophysics.
Oh, okay. Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh yeah. So we're like, an asteroid could hit any day, and we need to be prepared for it. And like, it's like, how do dirt bikers brace their falls when they're trying out new tricks? Foam pit. So I'm like, if we just built a huge foam pit, I think that could help with the asteroid debacle.
So it's almost like you could play in it, and then once the asteroid comes, then it's like everybody get out of the foam pit. We got to absorb this asteroid.
Yeah, dude, I didn't even think about the playing in it part too. I guess we could.
Might as
could
well
huck
get
some
use out of it.
Yeah, you could huck some corked threes in there, and then when the asteroids come, and just bail.
Now let me
Do
ask
its
you
thing.
this question. You know, the asteroid, we don't necessarily know where on the Earth it will hit. So how do you guys maneuver the foam pit to intercept the asteroid's impact zone?
Good question.
You just can tow it.
Just tow it?
Yeah.
What if it's in the middle of the ocean?
Well, no one's using cruise ships right now, so we could put on a cruise ship.
Oh, good call, dude.
Oh, that is a really good call, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just put on a Carnival cruise liner.
Carnival Cruise saves the world.
Yeah. Yeah, they could use the boost.
Did you guys hear there was like a cruise ship that finally went back out to sea, and they immediately had a coronavirus outbreak?
I did see that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, who would go on a cruise right now? That seems like a suicide mission.
Yeah. Our eagerness seems to be getting us into trouble with some of this stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my mom was actually on the cruise ship, the one of the princess ones, like in like February.
Really?
Yeah, like so she was on. So there's that one that got stuck
JT,
outside
are you
San
vaping off
Francisco.
screen or what? I'm sorry to interrupt you, Chad, but
I'm so sorry. I'm
I get
too
the
embarrassed
feeling
to
that JT's doing something off screen. I'm curious about.
No,
He keeps dipping out.
I was too embarrassed to do it on screen. I can't do it on screen.
What are you doing? You hitting a jewel or what?
Yeah, I got a jewel. It just
Show
helps
me.
relax.
Okay.
No, but let's
Okay, go ahead, Chad. I had to acknowledge that.
Yeah, so there are the two princess cruises. So there's the one. So she was on the one before. There's one that got stuck outside of San Francisco for like a week.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of people on it got COVID. But she was on the cruise before that on the same ship.
Oh my god.
So she was on it a week before, and
Oh.
I guess 3 or 4 passengers had corona, but they didn't tell anyone on the ship. So they found out.
Man.
They found out like weeks after. So yeah, I'm grateful that she got out safely, but it was scary. I remember she was like, yeah, because before I was like, I was like telling her, I was like, I don't think you should go on this cruise because of like corona. Like some ships are getting stuck out at sea for like 10 days. Like that sounds horrific. And she's like, well, they won't refund the ticket. So it was like a whole.
Fair enough.
I was like, well, shit.
Yeah, you have a good counterpoint.
So,
I guess you gotta go.
Yeah, that was an especially crazy time because nobody even understood what it was or like how deadly it was or what it meant to have it. So being one of those early infections was especially kind of terrifying and strange.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, early on it was terrifying. And you're just hearing so many stories about different things happening to people from like all age groups, and it was I'm grateful now. It seems like there seems to be a little bit more understanding as to how it works and what the probabilities are, but it's still a lot of uncertainty.
Yeah, a lot for sure.
Which is surprising to me. I was like, I guess I was naive about science. I was like, I thought science would have it all figured out at this point, like 5 months in. But it seems like, I don't know, it's a more tricky process than I would have anticipated.
Yeah.
I think the fact that it seems to be mutating a lot, so there's different sort of like, do you call it strains out there or types?
Yeah.
So it's which is that's scary too. That like if there's like a vaccine, I don't even know the science, but like that it's changing too. So people need to be prepared on all angles, I guess.
And how it hits different people so differently is also really really wild.
Yeah, some people get like the regular some people get like regular coffee, and then some people get like the double espresso shot, and you're like, but they seem like healthy. You're like, I don't know how it's different. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you guys are out there doing activism because it is. I mean, it's a really important issue, and I'm glad to see you guys are kind of even moving forward to bigger issues. I mean, if we think COVID's bad, just wait till the asteroid comes, right? So, glad to hear you guys are working on that. I know you guys have a Hulu show in the works. What is going on? Congratulations on that. I mean, that's great. Fantastic.
Thank you. I don't know if we can't dive into the creative too much, but it's an animated show. What's up? Animated show set in ancient Greece with two bros, Greek gods for dads.
Yeah, our dads are a little
you guys are like demigods. Or that's epic.
Yeah, it's epic, literally. And so we're it's been fun too because we've just I've always loved Greek mythology, and we've got to dive back into that world, and like the gods are like kind of dumb and have a lot of like flaws, but they're all powerful too, which kind of reminds us of the dads we grew up with.
Right.
And then not specifically our own, but like just like the culture we're in. And then we loved like the OC and stuff, and it feels like a kind of world that could get mapped over in ancient Greece too. Yeah.
Wow. I can't wait to see that. What do we have some kind of release date in mind? Is this something you guys are currently working on?
Yeah, it's still super early. We got to get through a lot of it, but we're optimistic. Yeah.
So you guys still have time to both work on this show and continue to make your videos?
For sure.
Yeah. At the moment. Yeah. I think we always kind of have like multiple projects going at once, so we're pretty good at multitasking, I guess. But yeah, I think
Chad works really, really hard. I always have to say this, but he is like the hardest working guy I've ever met. So I have full confidence he can get it all done. Yeah.
I do love working for some reason. Yeah.
You say he'd get it all done. I mean, you make it sound like you're not helping at all, JT.
No, I help a lot. I do a lot.
Yeah.
But if I had my druthers, we'd just kick it.
Yeah. I feel that. I know that. I'm that type too. Ela kind of motivates me. How do you guys are mostly on Instagram. The views on YouTube are criminally low, in my opinion. I hope that everyone goes and subscribes and watches there. But how do you guys make where do you guys get your income? Mostly.
From our podcast, we like.
Oh, the podcast, right? You guys have a really popular podcast, right?
Yeah.
Live appearances, different like deals that we've made. We worked various jobs on our way up too, and then I mean I was spoiled too. My parents will still hook me up with cash and stuff, so that made it a lot easier. I got a lot more swings at the plate than most people get. But now we're actually doing well with the stuff we've been working on. So we have a couple different revenue channels.
That's awesome.
Streams, rather.
I'm happy to hear that. I wish you guys all the continued success in the world. I can't wait for that show. That sounds great. The activism, great. You. I'm a huge fan of you two. Not just bros, but like the good bros. You guys are the alphas, the beta. You're not the betas. You're the omega bros. I would like to dub you guys all here today. I mean,
thank you.
That's nice, dude. Well, I'm a huge fan of you guys. So this has been such an honor to come on.
Yeah, it's been a really fun time.
Amazing.
We
loved your performance or your appearance on the Howard Stern show, which was really epic.
I like how Howard's such a fan of you guys because like he's not really, it's totally out of his lane in terms of stuff he usually talks about, but somehow he just has discovered you guys and has this affinity. I find that true of a lot of other people though, like Ellen. I mean, it's kind of bizarre how you guys. I feel like, and I don't mean this in a bad way. You guys really resonate with boomers.
Yeah, we seem to have a wide range. Like
yeah,
we'll do like
it is a wide range.
Yeah, there'll be like if we're in New York, like finance bros will be like fired up, you know. It's and there's like moms love us, you know. It's pretty it's pretty cool that this sort of it's not just like 18 to 25-year-olds. It's sort of like when we first hit, we did like a speech at like a lunch at Disney for like Disney lawyers for like Disney.
was the
Can I say that, JT?
Yeah, absolutely.
Too late.
Yeah.
For like Disney lawyers,
What
they're
was
like,
the topic?
we love your stuff. It like helped us get through a deal. We're like, that's awesome. Like,
Yeah. We're waiting for like
Yeah.
a dictator to like our stuff, and then we can go over there. And be like,
Well,
"Oh,
China's
nice,
pretty
dude."
close.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
North Korea
Yeah,
might be.
they're
A
hot
hit.
on
You
our
guys might be
tail.
popular in North
Yeah.
Korea.
Yeah. That'd be pretty sweet. Yeah.
And also, you guys have a podcast that's doing fantastic. Going Deep with Chad and JT, available everywhere. Oh, you guys have a Patreon? Excellent. I gotta hop on over there.
Yeah, we've been a little not great about the Patreon.
Patreon,
But-
go
but
support them
subscribe.
directly.
Yeah.
God damn it! Right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Not so angry, maybe. Well, guys, I wish you all the continued success in the world, and I'll be following closely, watching your every move.
Dude, thank you.
Yeah, it's so fun to be on. I'm such a fan. So
Thank you,
it's,
guys.
it's
That's
been
really
great
nice.
to talk to you guys.
I appreciate you saying
Yeah,
that.
really nice to meet you guys.
We love your content.
Yeah.
Thank y'all. All right,
thank
guys.
you.
Well, take
Oh,
care.
yeah, likewise.
And we love you. So be safe and God bless. And keep those
Thanks.
small dicks.
thank you.
Keep those small
Yeah.
dicks. You know. Do you guys ever do exercises to prolong your dick? I know there's certain things you could do.
Dude, I wasted years of my life trying to find ways to make it bigger, and I just at some point had to accept it is what it is.
Because there's so many remedies out there, but I get the feeling none of them work, right?
Yeah, I don't think any of them. Dick pumps. I know.
I think that's
Bill
the-
Rutkowski, the football player, used to hang dumbbells from it.
Does that work? Because I feel like that'd probably just make you impotent.
Yeah, I think it's good for mental toughness, but I don't think it has any other benefits.
Right, sure.
I feel like that's focusing on the wrong, taking the wrong approach about it.
Acceptance is
Yes.
the key, yes.
Acceptance and
Well, sometimes before you get to acceptance, Hila, you got to tug on your dick for 8 hours a day. You know what I mean?
Okay.
We got to do what we can. All right, guys. Appreciate y'all. Take care. Lots of luck. Everything else.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Thank you
Thank
for
you. So nice to meet you guys.
stopping by.
nice
Yeah,
meeting
so
you
great
guys.
to meet you.
Bye.
Bye.